Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Kazoo from CZT Angie Gittles. I thought for sure I had done this one before, but I hadn't. It is so cute, and I think it's easier than it looks like it's going to be. All right. So this one starts off with a bigger size orb than what it seems like I normally do, in the center of wherever you want it. And then it's going to be just a series of seed shapes, but kind of maybe a little bit hollowed. We'll just see. So the way I found to do these, because when you look at it, it's just like, all right, how am I going to get all of those to fit around? And you really don't even have to think about it that much. So, and on Angie's version, or on Angie's step out, excuse me, she shows the direction, and that I actually follow that direction because that's the way my hand works. Let me make this so you can see better. Okay. Pick a place, any place, and start with just a C-shaped curve line, barely a C shape, right? And then come back and just stop wherever it lands. Then turn your tile a little bit. In this little crevice, we're going to do another one. And this one, my opinion, is good for, good to keep your hand in the same position and turn your tile with the other hand. So that way, well, that way your little seed shapes can be somewhat consistent. And then also, I try not to think about anything else except it's just like, okay, curve line, and then come back to the orb. Curve line, come back to the orb. I seem to always end up with this little bit, which is fine. Still, that crevice, and then just come back to wherever that first line is. And that's it. And it looks like on Angie, she's got, she only has 6. How many do I have? A lot more. So, but still, don't worry about it. Then, in between, this is the next step, is, it's just like the tip of the seed shape. So, yeah, like I said, just a little bit of a curve line. You know, it's like if you imagine, how that would come out, right? If you were hollowing the whole thing. That is. And this one, I as much as I would have liked to try to get them sort of in the same direction, some of them weren't. And you see how much it matters once it's complete, right? Doesn't, not at all. Okay. And of course, let's see, just looking at Angie's samples, and it's interesting. So you could make these a little bit fatter, a little wider, put less of them around. And then she's got one, it's real similar, where it's thinner, and actually they kind of come out a little bit. So do take a look at the For More Inspiration link, so that way you can check that out. All right, and then I love this center that Angie does. I know there's got to be there's another tangle that we did something similar. So I'm gonna put a big C shape in, and then we're gonna leave a little room here for the shiny part. Maybe it was, no. I'm thinking like, was it Jewsby? That one looks like a B though. There was, oh no. I sort of remember what it starts with a D, I think. All right. Anyway, from here, it just had this a similar thing, and it was just so neat. Oops, I didn't leave the little dot, but that's okay. I can leave it here. A little shine. And then I'm going to do the last one solid because that's what Angie did. So, but as you see in her samples, you can do this any combination that you wish. And it's just neat to add that little bit of shine to it. All right, then last step, and I put this. I didn't put this one in red. I just added it in the play/shade section. We're gonna do some wispy lines. I'm gonna come out of the this first row first. And then, and you could do this in any order that you want. We'll do some coming out of the second one. And this, just having it come right from the crevice. However many it makes sense to put in there. And the wispy line is you're picking the pen up versus it's almost like flicking the wrist, but I'm just lifting the pen up at the end instead of it being a deliberate line, and that's how you get that little that taper effect and the wispy effect, really. And there we have it. It's just so cute. Maybe it does. Yeah, it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to look it up. Whichever one that was. Now, one thing that I like that she did as well, and I'm going to do it here, is to aura the whole thing. And what's nice about this kind of aura is you have all of these little spaces to pick up your pen and shift your tile. I don't know why. I always thought, and it's so funny because I was teaching a class last week for some seniors, and had several new people, and I was explaining the aura, just in that it's like an outline, and it was one like this where you could stop, and so I do when there's a corner, you can stop and adjust, rest your hand and whatnot. And for some reason, he had the impression that he goes, well, I couldn't quite get that aura thing. I couldn't quite get my hand to do that all the way around. And it's just funny because I was thinking, well, I know I mentioned stop, turn, and all of that kind of thing, when there's a corner. And and a lot of times we don't hear, what somebody says all the time. But I thought, I got to make sure that I make that clearer. So I'm telling you, when you have an aura like that, or anytime you have an aura, if you can, if you have a place to stop, that it's convenient, like a corner, stop and readjust. It's just a cute tangle. It really, really is. All right. Well, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please click on the like button. And if you like, I'll say that as I'm going to throw some graphite on there. I almost forgot. We're going to put it around just to kind of booster what's there. But if you liked it enough to see more, please click to subscribe to the channel. As I'm doing this, in the description section, I mentioned links to the step outs, and then below that is my link tree. So if you enjoy what I put out, whoops, my nail caught it. If you enjoy what I put out, would like to join me and a bunch of Tangle addicts, I'm going to put some on the second row, but I'm going to go a little bit darker here. If you'd like to join us and tangle with us, we do that, well, essentially on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, though, have a fee, for the most part, except for the third Tuesday. That one is free. It's called Tough Tangle Tuesday. Oh, that makes a difference having that second row a little bit darker. But Thursdays, are free. It's called Tangle Time. And we would love to have you join us. On that link tree, there are a couple of links where you can follow my class postings. That way you can register for them. You'll get reminders. And you can see it in your time zone, which is helpful. But yeah, we'd love to have you join us. It's a lot of fun. And I think I mentioned Tuesdays have a fee except for that third Tuesday. And speaking of, who else we'll be tangling with? Most everybody. Well, I think there's a few that come regularly to the classes online that might not be a part of our Facebook community, but we have a Facebook community for Tangle Addicts. You can click that link, answer the 4 questions, and then as soon as I see it, we'll let you in. Then it's just like 24/7 Zentangle fun. And the group is amazing. So supportive and creative, and like I said, amazing people. All right. What else in that? I think that's all that I'm going to mention. Yes. In the link tree. But I hope you'll check things out. Follow me. Let's tangle together and have fun. And with that, thank you again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.